If you want cheap PC games, Xbox Live codes, and a whole bunch more, then check out G2A. A link is in the description below. Yo guys, what's up? It's XRAYZ. Welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about the full Xbox Series X specs that we got released, and the Xbox Series X is going to be a GOAT, dude. It's going to be a freaking workhorse. So let's go ahead and jump into it. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like. It's super appreciated. If you are new, obviously make sure you guys are subscribed, hit that little notification bell, and put all notifications so you don't miss a single upload on here. But IGN did a really good job kind of recapping everything that we got from the Digital Foundry report that kind of talks about everything that we know about the Xbox Series X, including stuff they did in their testing and that mysterious external port that we saw in the back of the Xbox Series X images, which is now confirmed to be a proprietary external 1TB SSD that can be plugged into the console for extra storage. So if you need extra storage, you can plug in a little external card, which is actually pretty cool. So let's go ahead and run down through the specs. We got the CPU, where it's an 8-core Zen 2 core that clocks in at 3.8 gigahertz, which is awesome. So it's already probably more powerful than a lot of people who don't really focus on gaming on their PC. So it's 8 cores, and it's a Zen 2 generation at 3.8, which is pretty freaking awesome. In terms of the GPU, we've got 12 teraflops, 52 CUs at 1.825 gigahertz on a custom RDNA 2. For the die size, we've got 360.45 mm2. For the process, we've got a TSMC 7nm enhanced. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what those are much. I do know this one though. The memory is 60 gigabytes of GDDR6, which is pretty decent. I think a lot of people really don't need more than 32. I am interested to see why it was capped off at 16. You know, sometimes like you have parts that just don't mesh well together, so maybe they just weren't able to put more. Maybe they're just trying to save a little bit of money on there. But either way, that's still pretty decent compared to what most computers have right now. Most computers have like 4 to 8 if you purchase them straight up from like the internet. So I think that's still pretty decent. For the memory bandwidth, they have 10 gigabytes at 560 gigabytes per second, and then 6 gigabytes at 336 gigabytes per second. For the internal storage, it's going to be a 1TB custom NVMe SSD, which is awesome. SSD is the future of computing. Solid state drives, for you guys that don't know what that means, it basically means that there is no physical stuff inside that drive. You know, there's no mechanical stuff like a regular disk drive or a hard disk where it has a disk spinning and it can break. And this makes it so it's a lot more durable than a regular HDD. And it also means that it is a lot faster because there is no mechanics in there that are limiting it, which is pretty freaking awesome. And 1TB, I'll take it. For the IO throughput, it says it's a 2.4 gigabyte per second raw and then 4.8 gigabytes when compressed. For expandable storage, you're going to have that 1TB expansion card, which I already mentioned at the beginning of this video. For external storage, you're going to be able to use a USB 3.2 HDD support. So you're going to have that bigger. If you need more than that extra terabyte of SSD, you can actually plug in an external hard drive. For the optical drive, it's going to actually have one. It's going to be a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray drive. So you're still going to be able to play games physically on disc, which is good. I think a lot of people mostly care about that because they like collecting all the different like cases and stuff. But I think a lot of us are going to be digital only anyways. As for the performance target, they want to have 4K running at 60 frames per second and up to 120 frames per second. Moving on from there, it says that Digital Foundry's testing includes some impressive readings. The Xbox Series X processor, for instance, is powerful enough to run 4 Xbox One S game sessions simultaneously. Ray tracing, a major point of pride for both Xbox Series X and PS5, is also delivering apparently incredible results. Dedicated hardware inside the Series X seemingly means that the console can handle more intensive ray tracing than expected, harnessing the equivalent of 25 teraflops of power despite the console GPU having 12 teraflops, which is actually kind of crazy. The quick resume feature continues to sound impressive too, storing game states into the SSD and allowing you to turn off, unplug, or update your console, then boot directly back into the game where you left it running. Per the Xbox blog post, one of the testers on the team unplugged the console for a week, then took an update, then were able to jump right back where they left off without so much as a loading screen, which is insane. So for you guys that are wondering what is a save state, basically if you use emulators anywhere or any time in your life, it essentially takes a screenshot, we'll just call it that, a screenshot of where your game is at, where you're playing, what your achievements are, pretty much what you're doing in that game. It saves a kind of screenshot of it or a video, if you want to call it that. I don't know what would be the correct term here, but it saves it and then once you jump right back into it, it loads everything up as if you had just literally paused the game or if you had just stopped playing in that moment, which is amazing. So that literally means no wait times for those, no loading times. You don't got to boot right back into the game. When you do the update, you don't need to close the app and open it back up and, you know, hope that you saved your game before the fact and that you don't got all that loading going into it. So it cuts a lot of time, a lot of waiting time and idle time out of it, which is actually pretty freaking crazy. And now for the last bit of the article, it says one major point covered in today's news is the benefit of Series X for older games. We've already learned that Gears 5 will have a Series X port free to those who already own it. However, Microsoft has also discussed a curated list of Xbox One games that it will work to improve for the new hardware, upping resolution and potentially doubling frame rates. The Series X is also seemingly capable of applying convincing HDR effects even to games that weren't designed with that functionality in mind. Digital Foundry has shown both Halo 5 and the original Xbox title Fusion Frenzy, released well before HDR was a going concern, running with what was apparently a real-looking HDR effect. This is system-wide and should apply to any game capable of running on Series X, no matter its age. This tech can also be used to add color blindness modes to games that didn't support them at this time. That's awesome. I can't believe they actually were able to do that. They also have a comparison size of what it looks like using a banana for scale, or also a fridge in case you guys want to see that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys found this video informative and helpful. Let me know what you guys think about the specs for the Xbox Series X, but I think they're absolutely killing it, and they're absolutely controlling the narrative right now for which console you should buy with next generation. We have heard little to nothing, mostly speculation for the PS5. So we'll definitely have to wait and see about that guy, but if we do get more PS5 news, you guys know I will be covering it here on the channel. But I'm excited, man. I really want to buy this Xbox Series X. I'm excited for what they're mentioning about what it's going to do for its games and then what you're going to get for previous games that are from the previous generation of consoles, which all seem to be getting a bump as well in terms of quality and extra features, which I think is awesome. So the console itself, absolute behemoth, absolute tank. And I can't wait to jump on and try it, man. So I'm super excited for that. Let me know, are you guys getting an Xbox or a PS5, like Series X or PS5? Which one are you leaning towards right now? And, you know, I've been kind of a big Sony fan since the PS2, since the PS3 and PS4. I really only played Xbox because that's what Call of Duty was on. And, you know, I like playing Call of Duty and it has a lot of exclusives on Xbox. But they switched over to PS4 recently, you know, or I should say in the recent years, and I swapped over and played more. But I enjoy the UI. I just enjoy PS4 or PlayStations a little bit more. But, man, I might get torn away, man, by this Xbox Series X. But anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys found the video informative and helpful. If you did, drop a like on the video. It's super appreciated, incredibly helpful. If you are new to the channel, if you want to see more videos like these, I'm going to have a lot more Call of Duty and gaming news content coming. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Hit that little notification bell. Set it to all notifications so you don't miss a single upload. But anyways, you guys have an awesome day. Take care. I'll see you guys next time. Follow me on Twitter at OGXRAYZ. Link in the description below. You guys have an awesome day. Take care. I'm out. Peace.
Shut down, regroup. Stand by for new coordinates. Target zero. You identified. On target. Good hit. Online, secure it.
Changing max.
Objective failed. Reports for debrief.